From prison letters and long-distance devotion.
Oh my God.
Baby. Oh my God.
I want to stuff in my hand. Oh.
To combative Instagram posts and fans calling him predatory.
At the end of the day, my girl is a legal adult that makes her own decisions and do whatever she wants to do. I don't force her to do nothing. I don't force her head. I don't do none of that.
Here's how Daonte Sierra's repeated relationships with women behind bars turned his search for love into one of the most chaotic and talked about stories in Love After Lockup history. 36-year-old Daonte Sierra from Virginia is known for repeatedly dating women in prison. He calls himself loyal and caring, seeking love and support, yet his public life is chaotic. On TV and social media, his relationships are filled with drama, financial strain, emotional breakdowns, and unpredictable behavior, drawing both attention and criticism.
What's up? My name is Daonte. I'm in a relationship with this beautiful blonde, and her name is Nicole.
Hey.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm in the wine store.
At the wine store?
Yeah, baby. I'm getting 3 bottles.
Daonte met Nicole Bradley through letters while she was serving time for drug-related charges. She was in her early 20s, and Daonte quickly became very attached to her. He sent money to her commissary, paid for phone calls, and gave her gifts. He believed they were building a future together. However, Nicole did not show the same level of commitment. She accepted his support, but avoided serious conversations about their relationship.
Off of a pen pal website. We've been talking for like a year or 2 on and off.
I kind of found her by accident because she's eerily similar to my ex-girlfriend. What people like to say is my type, even though I ain't got no type.
When Nicole was released in 2021, Daonte was overjoyed. Fans described his excitement as almost cartoon-like, with him looking relieved and happy to see her. But shortly after leaving prison, Nicole began reconnecting with her ex-boyfriend, Zach, and her former cellmate, Tia Simmons. Both relationships were important to her, leaving Daonte confused and hurt. Despite this, she continued to rely on him financially and promised things she did not follow through on, such as cosmetic surgery he offered to pay for. Later, she married Tia, yet continued to contact Daonte when she needed help.
What's up, Nicole?
I'll explain to you.
You serious? You just met my mama, bro. You looked at my mama's face and lied, bro. You know what I've been through. And you gonna do me like that? After all this I done did for you? You serious?
In 2022, Daonte confronted Nicole and Zach in a recorded on-camera meeting, expressing his frustration, sadness, and confusion. The moment went viral, and fans widely discussed it as one of the most emotional breakdowns in Love After Lockup history.
The last time that I had sex with a man was with my ex, Zach.
Get this bull out my mother trunk, bro.
I never really got over him. I really just want to make sure that I'm making the right decision.
Afterward, Daonte struggled to cope. He turned to unusual ways of handling his emotions, including purchasing a life-size doll named Nicole Jr., which brought additional attention and concern. Meanwhile, Nicole faced her own legal problems in later years. Daonte continued forming relationships with other women, often repeating patterns of emotional intensity, financial strain, and public attention. After the Nicole disaster, most people would take a break. Instead, Daonte found himself drawn back to the one place that broke him before. Once again, he found comfort in a familiar place, another woman in prison. In 2022, on Life After Lockup, he shared that he had started a new relationship with Lindsay, a Season 4 cast member who had been re-incarcerated for probation violations.
How we end up on this couch together?
I had someone send him a message on social media. He responded back instantly.
You damn right I did. I was smitten.
We clicked really fast. We were friends at first, and then it just kind of...
Lindsay contacted him through a prison dating site in June 2022. She told him she had seen his season, knew how badly things ended with Nicole, and felt they had similar experiences. They began talking every day. They discussed life after the rain show, the pressure from viewers, and the mistakes they both wanted to leave behind. For Daonte, this connection felt calmer and more equal. He believed they were helping each other rebuild, and he quickly grew hopeful about their future.
We started talking when I was incarcerated.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going through my DMs and I see Simply Lindsay. I was like, oh snap, I know who that is. And I'm, hey, what's going on? And
their relationship was shown briefly in the Love After Lockup. How to Date an Inmate special, filmed on New Year's Eve 2021 and aired in 2022. Daonte spoke openly about Lindsay and said he was serious about their bond. He even said, "If this doesn't work, maybe love isn't for me." He traveled to Mississippi to visit her and continued sending money to support her in prison.
Us, a new side of us, both of us,
Both good and bad.
for better and worse.
What if this is my person and all the craziness runs him off?
Not everyone supported Daonte's relationship with Lindsay Downs. His mother strongly disagreed with his choices, sending messages urging him to stop dating inmates and warning that he was repeating past mistakes. Daonte, however, believed Lindsay was different and felt their connection was genuine.
My mama ain't too thrilled. I got some very bad text messages.
If this doesn't work out with Lindsay, is this the last time you're going to date an inmate, or would you do it again?
When Lindsay was released, problems arose quickly. Instead of focusing on Daonte, she reconnected with her former partner, Blaine, who had been involved in her past drug activity. Soon after, a Snapchat video surfaced showing Lindsay kissing Blaine. The clip spread across social media, disappointing fans who had hoped she would give Daonte a fair chance.
I'm sorry that you got hurt in this. I'm sorry that I hurt you. But I've not been happy with you, Daonte. Blaine makes me happy.
Daonte reacted with frustration and hurt, posting emotional messages online, including one that said, "And that's on my mama, bro." The posts reflected how deeply the situation affected him. By late 2022, the relationship had ended completely. Lindsay's broken promises and sudden shift in loyalty were too much for Daonte, marking another painful breakup shortly after his chaotic history with Nicole.
It's coming.
Afterward, he focused on personal growth, participating in interviews about mental health, emotional exhaustion, and learning from repeated patterns in his relationships. Could this be different? After years of chaos, Daonte finally met someone outside the system. Fans wondered if his luck had finally changed for good. In August 2024, he surprised everyone by introducing a new girlfriend named Cece. For the first time in a long while, she was not connected to prison, court problems, or reality show drama. She was a working single mother with a steady life, and Daonte proudly called her the woman who finally made him feel like a priority. On social media, he posted photos and small video clips showing their dates, their conversations, and their time together. His captions were full of appreciation. With Nicole and Lindsay, he often felt ignored or used. With Cece, he felt chosen. He talked about how she balanced work, parenting, and still made room for him. To Daonte, this effort meant everything. It was proof that someone could care for him without needing money, gifts, or constant attention. Fans quickly noticed the difference too. Many commented that Cece seemed mature, grounded, and stable. She did not appear to be using him for financial support. She did not come with complicated past partners or dangerous habits. She encouraged his goals, listened to his ideas, and supported his dreams. For once, Daonte looked peaceful. He looked like someone who might finally escape the cycle of dating people in crisis. Some viewers even believed this could be his happily ever after. Back on Life After Lockup, Daonte had said he was ready to stop dating inmates. With Cece, it looked like he meant it. Their early months together felt like a chance for him to rebuild his self-esteem and develop a healthier kind of love. When fans compared Cece to his previous partners, the contrast was huge. She was independent. She had responsibilities, she had a life outside of him, and she still chose to include him, which gave him a sense of value he had not felt in a long time. The peace did not last. By early 2025, Daonte's relationship with Cece began to fade. It ended quietly, without drama or viral videos. Social media posts slowed and eventually stopped. Soon after, Daonte confirmed in interviews and podcasts that they were no longer together. He did not share many details, but mentioned that negative things from outside sources had affected the relationship. Online comments, rumors, and past experiences added pressure, and he admitted that trust was still difficult for him after previous betrayals. Cece, he said, was a good partner, but the weight of external pressures became too much. Just when things seemed calmer, Daonte made a choice that would spark his biggest controversy yet, and this time, critics weren't holding back their opinions. In March 2024, Daonte shocked fans once again when he introduced a new girlfriend named Addi. This time, the situation was different from anything he had been involved in before. Addi was only 18 years old, barely out of high school, while Daonte was 36. Despite the nearly 20-year age difference, he posted photo galleries of them together, using heart-eye emojis and captions full of excitement. Many followers felt uncomfortable immediately, but Daonte seemed confident that this relationship would grow into something serious. By November 2024, the situation escalated even further. Addi made a public Facebook announcement showing positive pregnancy tests. Her post read, "Baby Sierra loading 2025," revealing that she was due in early 2025. The news spread quickly, and the reaction was intense. Some people congratulated the couple, but many others expressed shock and concern. The biggest issue was the age gap. At 18, Addi was legally an adult, but many viewers felt the relationship looked inappropriate. In several photos, especially one from an Atlanta appearance where she wore a bright bathing suit, Addi appeared extremely young. Some commenters said she looked like a pregnant child, and this description became one of the most repeated criticisms online. Others accused Daonte of taking advantage of someone who had just entered adulthood. Daonte strongly disagreed with these claims. In response to the outrage, he made several videos and posts defending himself. He said Addi approached him first, not the other way around. He insisted that he had never dated young women before, and pointed out, "That would be relevant if I had a history of dating young girls." He repeated that this was the first time he had been with someone much younger, and said people were judging him unfairly. His tone was firm, and he refused to accept the predator label that critics were throwing at him. As the backlash grew, Daonte's ex-partners also began speaking out. Lindsay, who had her own complicated history with him, went live on social media and threw heavy shade at the situation. She questioned whether Addi would stop smoking or drinking during the pregnancy, and warned that motherhood is harder than it looks. Lindsay also advised the young couple to consider marriage first, saying she wished she had made more stable choices when she was younger. Her comments stirred up even more controversy. Addi responded to criticism by posting on Instagram, defending herself, and accusing Lindsay of trying to stay relevant. Their conflict created further drama, with fans taking sides and debating the situation online. The controversy grew when Daonte and Addi began monetizing her pregnancy through OnlyFans, sharing photos and updates about the pregnancy for followers. Many viewers found this disturbing, arguing it gave a grooming impression, and suggested Daonte was exploiting a young, vulnerable woman for attention and money. Critics also noted that this fit a broader pattern in his relationships, which often involved women with unstable backgrounds, including strippers, probationers, and inmates. The drama didn't stop there. Between bullet holes, online fights, and mounting criticism, Daonte's life spiraled into territory even reality TV couldn't predict. By early 2023, new rumors began spreading that Daonte was homeless and completely broke after spending more than $50,000 on his exes from Love After Lockup. Blogs and fan pages repeated the story until it took on a life of its own. When he finally addressed it, he tried to calm things down. On his upcoming YouTube series, Diving Into It with Dee, he dismissed the rumors as fake news, but he still admitted he had made serious mistakes with money. He didn't deny overspending, he only denied being totally ruined. Then, in April 2025, things took a dramatic turn. Daonte's car was caught in a crossfire and ended up filled with bullet holes. Police later confirmed he wasn't the target, but the moment fit perfectly into his growing "I'm cursed" narrative. He posted pictures and emotional messages about the incident, talking about how wild his life always seems to be. For many fans, it was another sign that chaos simply follows him. Online, the situation became even messier. The breaking point came in October 2024, when a long Reddit thread on r/Love After Lockup went viral. The thread criticized his behavior, his relationships, and his social media outbursts. Instead of ignoring it, Daonte jumped into the drama on Instagram. He defended the pregnancy news by saying, "My mum is happy." He snapped at critics with lines like, "Kiss the blackest part of my arse." All of this connects to a larger pattern. On X, Daonte constantly promotes auditions, cartoon projects like Twisted Toons, and short dance clips. It gives the impression of someone trying very hard to stay visible after losing major opportunities in reality TV. Instead of rebuilding privately, he keeps reaching for attention, often in ways that spark even more criticism. Behind all the headlines and heartbreak, what does Daonte actually think about his choices? His own words reveal someone struggling between change and familiar patterns. Over the years, Daonte Sierra has become one of reality TV's most talked about figures, but the public drama often overshadows his personal reflections. In 2022, he appeared on the Back on Track podcast and the Dominic Natty Show, opening up about his life, choices, and emotional struggles. He admitted that he had avoided therapy for years, despite facing repeated heartbreak and public scrutiny. He reflected on his impulsive behavior, including confrontations and overspending on past partners. He spoke candidly about pulling up regrets and emphasized a desire to grow from them. During these interviews, Daonte also announced a personal goal. He wanted to start dating women outside the prison system and focus on building more stable relationships. He even hinted at plans to explore life coaching, hoping to help others navigate challenges he had faced himself. Family and fan dynamics have always played a major role in Daonte's life. His mother repeatedly warned him about the types of women he pursued, cautioning against relationships with women who might exploit him financially or emotionally, sometimes calling them white stripper types. Yet Daonte often ignored these warnings, believing he could see beyond appearances. Meanwhile, fans have had mixed reactions. Many continue to fetishize his public breakdowns, sharing memes and clips online, while others pity the repetitive cycle he finds himself in. Observers have speculated that his behavior may be influenced by untreated trauma from past relationships, combined with the stress of life in the public eye. As of November 2025, Daonte is navigating yet another intense chapter of his life. He is expecting his first child with Addi, amid continued backlash from social media, critics, and reality TV followers. He remains active on platforms like OnlyFans and X, formerly Twitter, posting updates, promoting projects, and maintaining visibility. Yet he has begun hinting at burnout, telling fans, "Never a dull moment, but maybe I need one." These words suggest that Daonte is starting to recognize the emotional toll of his lifestyle, the public attention, and the repeated heartbreaks he experiences. While Daonte defended himself online, the internet had already made up its mind. The backlash was fierce, personal, and showed no signs of slowing down. Daonte Sierra's recent actions, dating an 18-year-old, monetizing the pregnancy, and engaging in public meltdowns, have provoked intense reactions from fans and critics alike. Many fans were quick to call out the nearly 20-year age gap between Daonte and Addi. One comment read, "Dating a 19-year-old in your 30s is crazy, period." Another said, "Yup, gross and predatory. She is an actual teenager, baby trapped by an old loser with absolutely nothing to offer her." Users continued to highlight the impossibility of the relationship. I agree. As someone who is 30, I can't imagine doing anything with a 19-year-old. This man is almost 40, which makes it all the more inconceivable. Some fans reacted with personal perspective. One wrote, "I'm 38 and I have a 19-year-old son. Never, ever would I date someone my kid's age. It's definitely predatory. He's sick for real." Others pointed out the timing of the relationship. She was 18 when she got pregnant, but they were talking before she turned 18, so she's definitely too young. He just waited until she was 18 to make it official. Criticism also extended to Daonte's continued online activity. "He's still on OnlyFans, with videos having sex with this teen," one fan remarked. Another observed patterns in his past behavior. Daonte is one of those guys that dates younger women because they usually don't have the life experience that women his age do. He can guide her into having his ideas. He can brainwash younger girls. His defensive behavior online drew attention as well. Fans reported being personally targeted by Daonte on social media. "I commented something on a Facebook group about his relationship, and this dude went scrolling through years-old photos and tried to insult me. He can't face the fact that he is a predator and people call him out." Another added, He was here earlier last year and he insulted my avatar, lol, because I told him he will be getting lots of gay fans with his OF. Overall, the fan reaction reflects a mix of disgust, concern, and disbelief. Many view his choices as predatory, manipulative, and part of a recurring pattern of exploiting young women. The Reddit threads, Instagram confrontations, and viral discussions have cemented this period as one of the most controversial and widely criticized eras in Daonte's public life. Daonte Sierra's story is wild, messy, and impossible to ignore. From prison romances to online meltdowns and public backlash, his journey shows love, chaos, and consequences collide. Follow the saga, share your thoughts, and subscribe for the latest updates on Daonte's dramatic, unpredictable life in and out of reality TV.